just a couple of days into 2018 and already I think we have the award for the biggest jackass of the year. One, who am I? I'm just starting stuff and doing these for fun, and I like to give people my opinion and stuff like that, and my love for Japan, anime, games, artwork, being an artist, and been working on this stuff my whole life. Who am I to chime in about this? But I don't know, I just, whether it's like just a few people to hear it, I feel like I just like to voice my concern and my opinion about a certain Logan Paul. I think that's what it is, Logan Paul. Before this happened, I had no clue who the hell he was. I still don't. And I probably most likely never will care about whoever this guy is and why he is something. But I've seen a lot, I mean, it just flooded over there, and that's probably what he wanted and why he did this, so I'm not going to go too negative because I don't see the point of that, but, you know, apparently what he did, I didn't get to watch it, I wouldn't want to watch it, and to sit there and just kind of mock and make fun of and do something so disgusting and unhuman and disturbing just is the reason why I feel like there are a lot of sick people in this world. A good example of what I feel is just makes your stomach sick and you just shake your head at people in the world, even though there are a lot of good people, but you have those few bad eggs, and something like this just wasn't well thought out, and again, highly disturbing. I've heard people say, you know, I've seen a lot of stuff, people reacting, he's psychotic, sociopath. I've never seen any of his stuff, so I clicked on a few of the things. There was a link there showing him saying he got kicked out of Japan. And within just seconds, I've already found him to be annoying and unfunny and just aggravating. So I don't see how he can like someone like that. Unless he's doing it as like just, if that's who it really is, then come on, I don't know. But I've already like, wow, I'm glad I've never known of this guy. And still don't want to know this guy. And I'm sad that I do know that this guy exists. To make fun and poke fun at death and suicide just isn't right. I mean, come on. Where's the empathy? Where's the respect for human life in general? And I've seen a lot of people from like talking about like how it reflects on Japan and saying it makes them look like how people make videos about like Japan sometimes, and they like, we go over there and we do stuff and we just make Japan look stupid or silly or weird or messed up. Well, that gets old, and I get tired, American, seeing, you know, people like from America going over to any country and disrespecting it and being stupid and doing stuff like, well, I'm American, I can do what I want. I'm not an anti-American, I love America to death. But seeing something like that to other countries, I mean, we don't like that over here. We shouldn't do that in other people's countries, and we should show respect every time we go there, to any country in general. And to sit there and do something like that is just disgusting. And I don't know this guy, I don't want to be too negative, but I feel like I have to agree, man's disgusting and disturbed. So, as a fan of, not just because of anime, but I've been a fan of the Japanese culture for years. It's one of the few things I've liked since I was a child, along with just the history and the mythologies and everything about it just seems so interesting. For me, it was always like, I loved ancient Egyptian and Greek mythology, and then Japanese was always like my top three things I always learned and invested in, and I take my time, you know, to learn the language. I'm still trying, think I'm doing okay. Learning to read and write the language, because I plan on wanting to visit there someday and do stuff there someday, because it seems like a neat place. And I have friends that live there, and one, she's been there for about 6 years now, and she American and has the utmost respect for the place, and through Facebook and all that stuff there with her, and seeing what she's done, chatting, I mean, she does what you're supposed to do, like, go over there, respect, and you have the knowledge, the etiquette, and you are a part of like their lifestyle and community and all that stuff there. You don't shit on it. And again, like the whole kind of like poking fun at like death and suicide is just wrong because, you know, like everyone said, who hasn't known someone that's thought of it? I've known plenty of people, even to this day, that, you know, they joke about it and then I worry about it and, you know, talk it out. But I've known people throughout my whole life that have pondered it, questioned about doing it, thought of it. And I've even had a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, who was, at the time when I first really got to this otaku-ness, he was like one of my biggest like supporters of me and a fan of my art and work and me working on my waifus, and he killed himself, and that was a really shocking thing to me because I never had anyone. I've had people die in my life but never take their life, and that was, yeah. And I still think of him to this day. Mostly good stuff, you know, but it's just, I don't find it funny. I don't see the point in this. Like I said, I know people, and hell, I have a friend right now that I know, and she's spent her whole life, since she was 10, learning the Japanese culture, the language, and she is great at it. And she's finally got the money to go visit there, and I hope she does, and it works through, because I want to go there with my friends. So, and experience it. And she's always had the utmost respect for them and their culture. So I don't understand why you want to go to another country. You want that to happen for when they come to America. You want that same respect and treatment of how we are. You should do the same back to any country, not just Japan, anywhere you go. It's just common decency, being a good human, and all that stuff there. We've lost morals, obviously. But again, that's a small few. And it's a shame that those small few do crap like this. But I don't know, I'm rambling. I'm deeply unsettled and saddened that someone would do something like this just for that 15 minutes of fame, getting your name out there stuff. And then I've heard people say they probably faked it. And if that's the case, that's just probably even more disturbing. But I don't want to say anything negative. I hope I haven't said anything too negative. But I'm someone who likes to voice an opinion on certain things, especially about places I love. I've spent my life with this culture and this love for this, and not just because of the anime. That's been an influence for me in my artwork, and to help me want to go, like, you know, it's not just the art in there. It's like I want to go over there and I want to experience it as I see other people do and enjoy it, because it seems like a neat place. I don't know. I just can't believe someone would laugh and use a dead person for gain. It's quite disgusting. It sickens me. And again, I don't get money for this anyway, since I've just started out. And so this isn't about like, I want to get, you know, this and get money because, I can't. And honestly, don't care for this like this. Even if I did, it would be a no deal with that kind of stuff, and I wouldn't want it. But as someone that I kind of like in the community, I've heard this person end it perfectly clear that he's, you know, Japanese, and he says, "Get the out of my country." As an American, when people act like that, I kind of feel the same way, to just sit there and not only get the hell out of Japan, I would also like to say to whoever this Logan guy is that get the country. It's just disgusting, dude. What the hell? And that's it.